All right, welcome back to episode 44 of the Hops and Bops podcast. I am producer Tom.
I'm Joseph.
I'm Michael.
Oh, hey Michael. Hi Joseph. I'm Tom. Oh, nice to finally meet you.
Yeah.
Regards.
Best regards.
Best regards.
Ooh, when they hit you up with the best regards.
Oh,
I want to
the
punch you in the
best.
face.
Anyway, so today we have brought to the podcast, we brought Sublime's 1996 release, Sublime. It's a self-titled. And we have the Valley Sparkling Water CBD-infused sparkling water, Black Cherry, from Connecticut Valley Brewing Company out of South Windsor.
Yes, we're revisiting them. We did, it was called
Devil's Hop.
Devil's
Yes.
Hop Yard, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The MF Doon one.
Uh-huh. That was a good beer.
Mm-hmm.
That was.
Looking forward to
A long
this.
time ago.
It
So
was.
this
back
is...
when he passed.
Yeah, that was when he was still alive, yeah.
Yeah.
That was late
One of
2020.
our early episodes.
Was.
But
Twas.
this is non-alcoholic, right?
Non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic. The first CBD infused seltzer I ever had was from Long Trail.
Okay.
Those come in 12-ounce cans. They were, I don't want to say the first, but they were one of the earlier companies to start kind of mixing those two together. So I figured when I saw those and then I saw the Connecticut Valley ones, I figured why not go local as well as something I haven't tried yet, and decided to go with the Valley Sparkling Water.
Pairs well with the album, too.
It does. I had thought about the THC infused ones,
Yep.
but we're trying to be nice here and kind of we haven't ventured that far yet. But those
job
also
offer
have to
coming
be purchased. Those also still in Connecticut have to be purchased out of state, so that adds a little bit of a hiccup to the process as well. But CBD ones would be I thought would be interesting. Actually, a 𝘎𝙚𝙬𝙧 suggestion.
Yes.
He threw it out there.
I
and
did,
then I
yeah.
went and looked.
Okay.
These are infused with 25 milligrams of hemp extract. So
Ooh.
Hit
I
us
looked
up.
into it because
Research Mike over here.
whether CBD and hemp extract and kind of what the difference was, if there was at all. And Google is telling me that both are derived from the cannabis plant, but different parts of the plant. So the hemp extract is the oil pressed from the raw hemp seeds, whereas the CBD oil comes from the flowers, leaves, stems, and stalks of a mature plant. So then asking whether or not they are the same, it says here that the hemp contains a much higher percentage of CBD and only trace amounts of THC, which is why CBD is also extracted from the hemp plant, known as hemp extract. So I guess it's got a little more bite to it. You probably don't have to use as much of it, to get the 25 milligrams. You buy the gummies and stuff, they're usually 25 milligrams tends to be the kind of standard amount.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I mean, yeah.
Switching it up. I like,
Yeah, I started using CBD a year or two ago. I started using it just for like little things, like whether it's just, a lot going on, need to try and clear my head and go to sleep, or little aches and pains with like golf, baseball, different things like that. I like it. It works, and it's, it doesn't do the high portion, so you can do it anytime, and just, you need that little kind of edge there. It helps out. So I'm curious to see how these are. Liquid usually hits quicker than edible, gummies and stuff. So I'm curious to see how this works. So let's give it a shot.
All right, let's do it. Ooh. Different pop. Well, I had a normal pop.
That was like popped to like it had
That
like
was
pressure
interesting.
behind it. That was interesting.
So this is our first. Well, no, I was gonna say
We've
first
done-
non-alcoholic, but Tom, you did non-alcoholic with your buddies, correct?
Yeah, we did
Athletic
Brewing Company.
Yes.
Yep. So that was our first non-alcoholic. This would be our second.
Yep. And this, I mean, do you call this a seltzer? Sparkling water? What the hell's the difference? Because we did the Bud Light Platinum seltzers.
This is true.
Definitely our first CBD infused
Yes. Yeah.
beverage.
Going to get just.
I like the look of it. Pretty cool.
Looks like
So-
like a Fresca.
Yeah.
So ultimately, sparkling water, the difference is seltzer is just regular water that's carbonated, adding carbon dioxide, whereas sparkling mineral water is made with natural springs and well water, which means it has naturally occurring minerals in it.
Okay.
So this is some fancy ass bougie shit.
I was just
right
gonna
here.
say bougie. All right, in the
Gentlemen,
glass.
Yeah, it's a very it's almost creamy colored.
Cheers.
Quite.
Ooh, it's got a good flavor.
It's not bad.
It doesn't have that like fake fruit flavor,
Tastes like candy.
but
It's like someone got some water and then put it like a big vat of water and then just threw like one Twizzler into it.
yeah. I went with black cherry for the simple fact that black cherry is like you can't mess with it.
Right.
Sometimes you get watermelon and it's like super fake watermelon flavor.
Yeah, I don't like watermelon drinks.
Sometimes you get like even like lemon or lime, and sometimes it can be a little too much. And I feel like black cherry is always just a solid go-to flavor with seltzer.
Black cherry seltzers are the kingpin.
Yeah. So I like this.
Yeah, I do. It's refreshing.
Were your joints aching today when we got here?
You know, Joe saw me in the last episode. I was rubbing my knee a little bit. I had a little, it's almost like a bruise on my knee right here. I don't know what the fuck I did.
Well,
right
let's
there.
we'll check in on that.
Yeah.
At the end of the episode.
Yeah, remind me at the end of the episode. See how your knee feels at the end.
Yeah.
See if that does anything.
Yeah, we'll check back in for sure.
So flavor-wise, though, this is really good.
Not bad.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm never one for sparkling anything, any kind of seltzers or anything we've done. Not really a huge fan. I don't know if I could finish the whole thing, but I mean, you know, it's not like you were saying. It's not like a terrible like off-putting flavor. It's just like the way like the drink
the carbonation.
tastes. Yeah.
You know, honestly, I think these are actually seem like a little lighter in the carbonation. Like they're not like a regular seltzer where you sometimes take the sip and you're like instantly burping like Thomas is almost doing now.
I am.
But I feel like this is a little bit smoother than your standard, you know, straight up seltzers.
It's like a fizzy lifting drink from Willy Wonka. Got the ceiling fan above us.
So Connecticut Valley has a huge catalog of beer.
Yeah, they're cool.
I've still never been there.
Me
I gotta
neither.
stop because they've got some cool stuff.
No, they're pretty close to me though.
South Windsor, they're not too
Okay.
far.
I'll do that.
When you look through, I mean, just the number of
Oh yeah.
Just in case.
stouts and IPAs and everything that they have. They have a huge line of spiked smoothies, which we've talked about,
Yes.
but we never tried. So
We
that's
like-
something
we
we
gotta
have
We
try
to
should
do.
that.
definitely try those.
They got spiked smoothies, and I mean, we're talking 12, 16 different ones just right here. Lemonades.
They have seltzers.
Regular
North Star.
regular seltzers. North Star is their seltzer name. The CBD Seltzers,
Which is Valley
which is
sparkling
CBD
water.
sparkling water. Yep.
Do they have other flavors?
They have
a shit ton of
oh, yeah,
flavors.
they've got
Well, for the CBD ones.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
blueberry acai. Is it acai?
Acai.
Acai.
No one knows how to pronounce
Yeah.
that.
Citra hop, orange pineapple, and strawberry kiwi. I could see. You're not a berry guy. I know that.
Yeah.
Blueberry lemonade, elderberry lemonade,
Ooh, what's
strawberry
another one?
watermelon,
I like those.
or
ones.
ginger lime.
Ooh, ginger and lime. I bet that's like a Moscow Mule.
Yeah.
I would try that.
So, man,
Cool.
Throw a shot in one of these.
Yeah. Right. See you.
It's
I got the hard stuff in the cabinet over
true. I know they do events. They do live music. They just seems like a really cool place, and I don't know why I haven't been. I just haven't, and definitely gotta try it out now.
We'll
Little road trip.
have to change that. Yeah, we should go. Let's do it.
So,
Cool.
awesome.
Yeah, definitely different.
I like it.
Yeah, I do. It's tasty. Almost tastes like the white portion of a bomb pop.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
If you like freeze it, maybe.
Yeah.
get some-
That's
no
what I was
alcohol,
trying to-
so it would freeze. You can
Yeah.
make popsicles out of this.
Experiment.
Tom would love it even more then.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not bad for a sparkling water. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. Shall we move into our album?
I guess we shall move into
Now
our.
we're feeling nice and
album.
light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now our joints are a little looser.
Oh yeah.
Sublime.
So
Oh, no, sorry.
So we have Sublime. So this was my album pick. I was really struggling. because I don't know, I just hit like an album block. I didn't really know what to go with and what I was feeling, but I was like, you know what, it's summertime, and this just fits right in the vibe. And I was like, oh yeah, let's do that album. And quite honestly, I don't think I've ever listened to this album front to back. So I was like, let's do it. Give it a shot.
So this was kind of a fresh listen for all of us.
Yeah.
Usually one of us has listened to it at least once or twice, and then we all
I am in no way an expert on this album, even the band. Like, come to find out, like, this is their third album. I always assumed this was their debut album because it was their biggest.
Yeah. We had that conversation on the right here.
Yeah. So this is their third album, 17 tracks, released in 96. And come to find out, not only was this their third album, but this was their last album with their original singer. And their original singer died before this album even came out. So, like, they were pretty much defunct as a band when this came out. And you have songs like Garden Grove, What I Got, Wrong Way, Santeria, Doing Time. Huge songs for them. Like, that's what they're defined by.
And they couldn't even tour for this.
Yeah, right. So now they're reformed as Sublime with Rome.
Yes.
They try. I did some reading. They tried to continue with the Sublime name with Rome, with just Sublime, but I forget the original singer's name.
Bradley Nowell.
Okay, so his estate owned the name, and they didn't allow them to continue as Sublime. So while they're still making new music, it's technically a new band.
Yeah.
They're called Sublime with Rome.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, this is the last Sublime album.
They did put out after this one a compilation album.
Okay, yeah.
Which was re-released music as well as unreleased music. That was in 97.
Secondhand Smoke.
Yeah.
It's a clever name.
Yeah, it is. I like that.
And it makes sense, though, that he owned the Sublime name because, like we were just talking about, the album cover for this one is, just a picture of a guy's back with Sublime tattooed on it. And that was actually Bradley Nowell's back. And that was his tattoo. And so it makes sense,
Probably one of the more iconic album covers of the 90s, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean,
for sure.
Obviously, it says Sublime, but as soon as you see it, if you're familiar with the era, it stands right out. So, yeah, I mean, it's summertime, and I was like, you know what, let's do it. And there's a lot of good songs on it. But like I said, by no means am I an expert on this, so it's going to be kind of cool for all of us to kind of dive into it together.
Let's do it. So,
without further ado, it opens up with the song Garden Grove.
I wasn't super impressed with this one. It was just a little too, not like laid back, but like it wasn't as. That's the first note of the song.
That is the first note of the song. Why did my AirPod disconnect?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Something about it just didn't rub me the right way.
It was kind of run of the mill for me. It was typical of what you would expect from a reggae, ska, punk band. Like
all of those.
Who sing about, drugs and alcohol all the time. This is kind of what you would expect.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
nothing special.
Yeah, I mean, kind of mid-tempo.
Just as an opener, I feel like I'd want something a bit more, not recognizable, but like something that would be a bit more.
It was a little boring.
Yeah, that's fair.
Something you can latch onto.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Didn't really have a lot of bite for me.
It's a 4-minute song too,
right?
So it's not a short song.
Yeah.
And it's just the same thing, kind of over and over again.
They do insert some DJ effects later in the song, and
it is a bit all over the place.
Yeah, but I mean, the next song, it speaks for itself.
Classic.
What I Got. I mean,
first single. Yep, first single released August 27th of '96.
This is just such a go-to song. I mean, we play it as a band, and it's one of the songs that gets the biggest ovation for crowd participation. I love this song. It's just a good feel-good song, party song.
Yeah.
It's great. Sing along.
Yep. And then that one part kills me.
What?
He says, I can play the guitar like a motherfucking riot. And then he comes in with the cheesiest little, iconic
Yes.
little solo. And it's like, it's the beginning of the choruses. He plays it. But
Yep.
there's just nothing to it.
Right.
It's like, it's terrible. I'm just like, you couldn't have came in with something better?
Yeah, right.
Kills me.
Yeah. I remember the first time you said that, I was like, oh my God, he's right. I never realized
Yeah. And, the one thing I got to give them credit for is they write music that, for the most part, fits his voice.
Mm-hmm.
He is by no means a stellar singer.
Yeah.
He is he is not just belting shit out and hitting these notes where you're just like, wow. If he wasn't in Sublime, I don't think he's going anywhere as a singer and a guitarist,
Yeah.
But I think they worked the music around where, he played to his strengths.
Yeah.
And it worked for them. So, this is kind of this is. Did you say this is their biggest song?
I would think so.
I would argue between this and Santeria.
Yeah, Santeria is pretty big. For me, this is
Yeah.
it for me. This is my go-to Sublime song.
And go figure, the 1-2 punch. I mean, Santeria came out, 6 months later, not even as a single number 2.
Yeah. But I mean, it's easy for anyone to say What I Got or Santeria because if you're a fair weather casual fan, you're going to go to this.
Yeah.
So it's
easily, yeah.
It's not too pioneering to choose this as a top song for sure, but it's a good song.
I like how the lyrics say, I got a Dalmatian, and I can still get a high. Those things can't be mutually together. It's
I guess the singer's Dalmatian was for the longest time the mascot of the band.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Reference to Bradley Knowles' Dalmatian Lou Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Brad shows
Which they mentioned Lou Dog and Grove. The first song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 2, 4, 6 songs are considered quote unquote covers, or at least partially covered. What I Got being one of them. It says it's based on the band Half Pints song called Lovin'.
Yeah, it says
it features a very similar melody to the Beatles' Lady Madonna. So apparently a lot of this album is either samples or heavily influenced, almost to the point of being considered a cover.
Interesting.
Which I thought was pretty cool.
But then Wrong Way.
And then Wrong Way.
I love Wrong Way.
But again, so much of the rhythm and melody of Wrong Way was borrowed from the Specials' It's Up to You off their debut album, or self-titled album in 1979.
Interesting.
Can't say I'm a big
The Specials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm special, but I'm not that special.
But apparently that was also borrowed. Wasn't fully original.
So they're not really the best songwriters. They're really good song interpolators.
Yeah.
So.
It seems to be that way. We're 3 songs in, and 2 of them are
Well, I mean,
borrowed. I mean,
yeah.
There's only so far you can go with certain things.
Exactly. Yeah.
How many songs have the same 4 chords?
Right.
Yep.
But to be actually labeled as borrowed.
Yeah. And then with Wrong Way, the subject matter of the song is very dark and shrewd.
Yes.
It's the story of a 14-year-old prostitute who was put on the street by her poor father.
Yes.
And she never really second-guessed anything. She thought everything was normal until the day she met him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of tried to help her and try to leave her to a better life. And then she ran away from him, and it didn't really help.
Yeah.
Kind of messed up. But
and then put that on such a
bouncy a very, very ska-centric song.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very much so.
Oh yeah.
She only knows one way of life.
That's why I was worried about picking this album so close to the SDIB 2, because of reggae elements. But then I remembered that Sublime is more on the rock end and the ska end. So
well, it says here too. They started off as a garage punk band, and then as they started to get a little more of a following and hired for parties, they started getting more of the ska and reggae influence
Mm-hmm.
because I think it was more, people got into it more. They danced more. It became more of a party feel.
Yeah.
And they got the trumpet in there. And
I like the lyrics where he's like, salty tears running down her chin, ruins up her makeup, a cigarette pressed between her lips, but I'm staring at her tits. It's the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, I'm trying to help her. Like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
She's right there.
Everything was going fine until the day she met me. I really love this song. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm actually listening right now to It's Up to You by the Specials.
You hear the similarities?
Yeah.
I also like the, I think it's trombone, like little...
Is it trombone or trumpet?
No, because it slides.
Is it
Yeah.
slide? Okay. So
Yeah, I think that's trombone. I really like that part. Oh yeah, it says right here, trombone solo. By John Blondell and Austin Jazz Performer. It's also an interpolation of a theme from George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue.
Whoa, what the fuck, these guys.
Right? They're just interpolating left and right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Jesus.
You can
RCA
kind of
is
hear
gonna
it in the
talk to you.
special song. It's not super over, but it's a very different song.
Which
You
one's
could
same in
still-
the end, you said?
Wrong way.
Oh, wrong way, yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you, but yeah. So, all right, same in the end.
Yeah,
Yeah. Very up-tempo. I mean, this is definitely
This is-
ska.
very ska.
Yeah.
And
It's
I love
fun.
ska too.
Yeah.
I've been on a little bit of a ska appreciation tour this year.
Cool.
Nice.
So this album or this song, it's a spoiler, but it's my sleeper. I like this one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah.
My one knock, I'll say early on, is this is a long album.
Yeah.
And when you're this style, it tends
Stretching
to,
it out.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of variation,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but no, there's a lot of good gems on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good song, fun song.
Yeah, this was a good one. His vocals fit this song very well. Like this style.
Yeah,
He doesn't try to push too hard. He doesn't try to do too much. I think he does just a good job. Again, not playing beyond his strengths.
mm-hmm. Definitely.
And this, you get their original kind of garage punk feel in this song
Yes,
as well.
Yeah.
for sure, very raw.
Especially in that chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Next up, April 29th, 1992, Miami.
Mhm.
So I believe this was in reference to the LA riots.
the Rodney King
Yes.
and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so. Because they make mention of that it's not just for the black man or something like that when
Yeah.
they're, one of the references in there.
April 29, 1992 did have to do with the Rodney King incident, but that isn't what the song is about. It is more about how some people use this incident as an opportunity to loot and wreak havoc.
Yeah.
According to the band, they did take place in these events, but they are some doubters as to how much they actually did.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay.
I also read somewhere that I believe the riots took place on April 26th, but they happened on April 29th, but in the song they say April 26th by accident.
Oh yeah, they do. Bradley confused the date in this song, but the band enjoyed this recording so much that they decided to leave it the way it is.
Yeah.
Ah.
So that says that they recorded it probably live. They didn't really track a lot because otherwise
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
redo the lyric.
It's true.
I thought that was pretty interesting.
And I meant to say, so it's an original song that features La Dee Da Dee by Dougie Fresh, featuring
Oh.
MC Ricky D, aka Slick Rick, Original Gangster of Hip Hop by Just Ice, and Shook One Part 1 by Mobb Deep. So there's a lot of like featured kind of samples in this song that they took.
Definitely hear it.
And then to go back even further, just to go back to Garden Grove, the heavy bass line was based on Courtney Melody's 1988 7-inch single, Ninja Me Ninja.
So what the
And
hell?
the synth loop in the third verse is lifted from the Ohio Players' Funky Worm.
So what the hell are we doing here?
We're
We're interpolating
a
them.
lot of music. So far we are 5 songs in.
Yeah. Did they write anything yet?
And I think
And KRS-One is labeled as a writer.
Oh man.
okay. So far, I think "Same in the End" is the only song that has yet to have some sort of pull from something else.
Yeah.
I mean,
soundtrack.
I will give them credit. They're not really pulling anything super, like, popular.
Right.
Yeah.
They're
But
like,
they're just pulling a lot.
they're pulling a lot, but they're finding things that are really kind of like,
Obscure.
yeah.
Right, because here we are. We had no idea of any of this. So, like...
Oh. This isn't a bad song, though.
April?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a bad song. I mean, it's got a good point to it. Like, it's got a good, what's the word I'm looking for? Message, I guess, is like kind of pointing out that, okay, you're fighting for one thing, but you're doing almost the opposite, you know? But...
And then I like in the third verse where he just kind of lists a bunch of different towns that there's riots happening in.
Yes.
I thought that was pretty interesting in terms of, you know, the context of the song.
the message, yeah.
And also the different police dispatch like things in there
Yeah.
too was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that was cool. Nice touch.
Think those are legit, or are they...
Probably. I don't see why they wouldn't be.
Gotta say, this is... I was never a big fan of Santeria.
Oh, I love this song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just always... I mean, what I got is, like, typical. I just found this to be just too, like... I guess typical. I don't know.
I mean, this is almost like the single they had to make,
Yeah.
as we say in a lot of albums.
Okay.
You know,
I feel like
it was their pop song.
Yeah, what I got was a bit more like party centric.
Yes.
This one's a bit more personal, I guess.
Yeah.
A bit more laid back and I don't know.
This is one that it just reminds me like, oh my god, it's on Santeria, play Santeria. Like if you don't know a lot about the band, you know.
Makes sense.
That's how it was for a while too.
Yeah.
Apparently Santeria is a type of black magic or voodoo.
Oh.
And the guy, this song was written about a guy contemplating using black magic or Santeria, anything he could to get back his girl. And also, instrumentally, they already released a version of this song called 𝘾𝙽𝙬𝙯𝙀 on the Robin the Hood album in '94.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
The guitar solo and chords for Santeria were reused from their earlier song, 𝘾𝙽𝙬𝙯𝙀.
That's interesting.
So technically, they sampled their own song on this one.
Themselves. Yeah. Wow.
So I don't know if that counts as another sample, or is or does it not count because it was a sample of them?
Yeah, right. Wow.
Interesting.
But, yeah, it's a staple.
Iconic solo.
Yeah, right.
Better than the one I got solo.
Exactly.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's their pop song.
Right.
So
Then it goes right into this blistering ska song, Seed.
yeah.
You know, and then it's like all over the place. It's pretty cool. This like
Yeah.
hops around the tempo a lot.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yeah.
Yeah.
This was a cool song. It was kind of clever how they did it all, and it still flows. You know, it's not.
It's like a kid that you give too much sugar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bouncing on the walls.
Nice. Oh. He's gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
They're a relatively tight, messy band.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No.
Can you elaborate?
I can elaborate on the fact that part of the melody of Seed was taken from the Bel Air 61 single Mr. Moto.
My
as
Lord.
As well as Lori Myers by NoFX.
Jesus Christ.
Interpolating kings.
What are we doing here, folks? Seed has a good solo in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the song.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Screams a little bit more in this one. He's not so good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like that solo. That solo is pretty good.
Yeah, the guitar
I'm
solo
halfway
is good.
through, but yeah, it does. Get
And
a
we
little
did determine
shouty.
they're a trio. He is the singer and guitarist.
And guitarist.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, when he dies, that's
it.
a big pull.
That's the only duo.
Yeah.
Next up, Jailhouse.
Yes.
I like the song.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Song's alright.
Yeah, good tempo. Like,
Keeps it pretty straightforward. You know,
Yep.
doesn't bounce around too much like Seed did.
yeah, I like the guitar in it.
It is a
Oh my god.
it's by the Wailers.
Oh, okay.
Well, not too bad.
Jailhouse by the Wailers, 1965 song written by
Oh, it's a
Bunny
cover.
Wailer.
Okay.
And then they combined the partial cover of Tenor Saw's Roll Call in their version of Jailhouse.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is like a straight cover.
Yeah.
That's why it sounds better.
They didn't
I know,
write it.
right? it sounds a lot tighter.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that kind of takes away from it a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because, like, if it was their own song, then yeah, I would appreciate it a bit more. But you know, just thinking of Bob Marley singing it makes me want to listen to that instead.
Yes. Yep.
I kind of like their edge to it, though. Like, I feel like Bob Marley probably didn't have as distorted of a guitar.
No.
The drums probably didn't sound as crisp.
Yeah, that's punchy.
Yeah, punchy, yeah.
Okay.
I can see that. But yep, not a bad song.
Yeah,
Solid cover. Made it their own
yeah,
a bit.
yeah, sure.
Like the whole album.
Yeah. Tell us about Pawn Shop. What does this interpolate?
So Pawn Shop is a cover of War Around a John Shop by Wailing Souls with modified lyrics.
Oh my lord. This is just unbelievable. Good discussion topic.
Yeah, so it's another cool little guitar on the way in.
Yeah.
I like that, like,
I'm not a huge fan.
but it's an okay song.
Yeah.
It's longer too.
Yeah.
And at
it's
this
6
tempo,
minutes.
it's kind of gets monotonous.
Yeah, this one very much drags a lot.
The
for
guitar
me.
gets a little squeaky after a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically a jam. There's not many vocals.
Yeah, well, that's what they say.
Vocals
They
come in
modified
later.
the lyrics.
Yeah.
I wonder where they are.
Yeah, right. They're at the gas station.
I do like his vocals when they come in.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, almost like a bluesy feel to them.
Yeah. A little bit.
There's
A
a
little
song.
bit of an
There's,
echo.
there's a song later on this album too that's really bluesy. I forget which one
Yeah.
it was though, but
We'll get to it.
we'll get to it.
Yeah, a little
It
long,
might have been this one actually.
little monotonous.
I really can't remember.
Got a little monotonous.
Yeah.
I like that organ or whatever that Rhodes.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
that is. I don't know if it's a Rhodes, but it might
Yeah,
be.
it's like a little that organ feel.
Yeah. Beep, beep. I don't know. I don't got a lot to say about that.
Yeah, same.
For most of that too.
Picks it right back up.
Yeah.
Paddle out. More on the ska end.
Uh,
It's like they're either playing a ska song or a reggae song.
yeah.
Like, there's not much blending.
I think this one's a bit more punk than.
Yes.
Yeah.
With those drums.
True. Yeah.
Weird though with the guitar, like to have that little like lick and have it be clean, while everything else is like
Yeah.
crunchy and jam. Yeah, that kind of like annoyed me. I don't know if I really like the contrast there.
And you know what this song interpolates?
Oh boy.
Nothing.
I was gonna say this.
Oh!
Was them.
We have our first.
I don't know if it's the first, but it's
Yeah,
definitely
no.
an Oasis.
Wasn't
What was
Same in the end.
Yeah, that was also theirs too.
yeah. So far that's it though.
Super
So
quick
we're
song.
on song 10. We've only hit 2 songs where they didn't borrow something.
Yep.
Borrow.
Well done, Sublime.
Just like how Vanilla Ice borrowed Under Pressure.
Right. No, it's different.
No,
They
it
added-
is different.
they-
Yeah, I'm
no, I'm
trying to listen.
imitating him. No, it's different. They added the extra note in there. Dun 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 dun. I remember
Forgot
watching
that
an interview of him
Yeah.
where he said that.
Honestly though, I'm not a big fan of that one, Paddle Out.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
And it really kind of bugged me, like I said. Everything was really super heavy, and then they kind of contrasted it with this like clean solo.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't. It sounded empty to me. It sounded like it didn't work.
Yeah.
Like I guess I got what they were going for, but didn't really pan out in my opinion.
It was kind of almost like a filler.
It's kind of juvenile.
Yeah. It's
Like
short.
it was like a song they wrote in high school,
Yeah.
played for a talent show.
Yep.
Wanted to be different.
It does kind of sound like a high school like talent show
Yeah.
kind of feel.
Yep.
Then probably the best name of a track on the entire album.
Yep.
Ballad of Johnny Butt.
Is largely a cover of a secret. is largely a cover of a secret hate song from their Vegetable Dancing and Live and More album. So it's from VeggieTales.
So what you're telling me is,
I guess
some
it's
more of the
also
seltzer.
partially
Or
about
sparkling
his heroin addiction too.
Yes.
You know, Johnny keeps on pushing. Streets of yours. There'll come a day where all this don't matter. So shoot it up, just won't matter. Resisting anyway. That's nice.
Yeah, so it's one thing they do a lot of, it seems like, is they'll take a lot of the melody or something from a song, or the like chords, but they change the lyrics
Yeah.
to kind of more fit them,
Interpolate it.
a little more personal. So I guess I can give them a little credit for that. I just wish they didn't do it so much.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there.
Song's a bit of a downer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't, unless it's CBD.
And there you go. Yep. Well said, Tomas.
Thank
Is
you.
this
Thank you.
plastic?
I think it is. No, that is. It's
Is
like you're
it?
not gonna get a good clink out of that
I
one.
don't know. Burritos.
Yes, Burritos is the next one. It's a remake of a earlier Sublime
Jesus
song,
Christ.
Fighting Blindly.
So this is them
Very
like...
different lyrics.
Yeah. So this is them like... Because their first two albums weren't as renowned. So it's like, hey, let's take some of that stuff.
Make it
rewrite
better.
it.
Make it better.
Plus some covers. Plus some samples. And there you go. And it'll end up being our biggest album ever. And then our singer's dead.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
It
Very
does
interesting.
just go to show you that they're really not that good as a band. Like,
Yeah.
they're okay.
Yeah.
They just kind of were in the right place at the right time
Yep.
with a couple of, like, the right songs.
Yeah. I'm not sure if the whole album, is as, I don't want to use the word again, but renowned as the big songs are,
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I've heard so far, like, what I got, Wrong Way. I've heard Same in the End. I've heard April 29, 1992, Santeria. And then I'm kind of lost right now for the next few. Like, these are the first time hearing it is listening to this album.
Right.
Until like doing time.
Until Caress Me Down.
Oh yeah.
Caress Me Down, What I Got Reprise, and Doing Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lyrics on this are kind of weird too.
Burritos.
It's like, just like, I don't want to go to a party. I don't want to shoot the pier. I don't want to take the doggy for a walk. It's like all this stuff that he doesn't want to do.
He was not a renowned lyricist.
Yeah.
I don't want to hose this dog shit down because I ain't even gonna get out of bed. I ain't getting out of bed today.
Yeah.
He also says I don't want to spank the monkey.
Okay. Guess so.
There's a monkey under the table.
Yeah, not much going on with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The music is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's
but
not,
Little
it's not
solo.
bad, but
Yeah.
Another ska-inspired one.
Yep.
All right. and
This
then
is the one I think was a bit bluesier.
Under My Voodoo.
I think. I could be wrong.
So, if this is the song I'm thinking of, yes.
Yeah.
The guitar playing exactly what he's singing drove
Yeah.
me fucking insane for the entire song.
Oh, yeah.
Drove me nuts. Made me hate this song.
Really?
Hated it because of that.
Because it's just that way the whole time?
The whole time.
Yeah.
It's tough because they're both like in the same frequency range, so you're not going to be able to make out anything he's saying either way.
It's just not like...
Why do that?
Yeah, like,
and the bass
okay,
is a little
let's
buried,
take
too.
an example of Smells Like Teen Spirit,
Yeah.
right? He plays the vocal melody as a guitar solo.
Right.
Okay, fine. But the whole time he was singing, he was not playing the vocal melody on guitar.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't get past that in the verses. Like, it just made it sound like messy.
Yeah.
It is for the entire
Interesting.
thing,
The
yeah.
entire thing. If it was like little licks or something, but there's no guitar chords. It's just him playing the vocal melody.
It's too bad because isolated from one another, I kind of like it. I like the singing and I like the guitar, but yeah, together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just doesn't work together.
Yeah.
That's
even
what I
when
feel.
even when he's super like jumpy, about what minute and a half in,
Yeah.
he starts singing real choppy and almost like yells a bit, and he's literally doing that on the guitar.
Mhm.
Right.
I don't know. That made me not like this song, which sucks because it's got some meat to it to be a decent song.
It does, yeah.
I don't know, but that just really made me. I struggled with that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
It sounds like you did, yeah.
We're struggling right now. Get Ready. Have literally nothing to say on it. Just a generic, like,
Yeah, at this point, it's...
reggae-ish. It's either reggae, ska, or punk.
That's it, at this point.
Let's see if it interpolates anything.
Get Ready is
Tom's
largely
packing it in.
based
Yep.
on
Yep.
Frankie Paul's 1987 single of the same name.
I'm surprised Tom isn't wrapping up his power chords or anything.
Anyway,
Yeah,
just wrap it up.
We're just gonna...
It also contains samples from the KRS-One song Speech.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing really going on with this one.
Yep. Caress Me Down.
Yeah, we can all agree. Don't want to Crest Me Down.
Yep.
I don't have anything to say.
Caress Me Down's not a bad song. Vocally, who sings this?
I
I don't think it's Bradley Noel, right?
Let me see. I can't see.
I like that guitar. Dun.
Mucho gusto. No, he says Mucho Gusto, me llamo Brad Lee. That's the first line.
Okay.
I'm hornier than Ron Jeremy. That's the first two lines.
Interesting how he changes, though, like his style of singing for this one a little bit.
Well, this is finally something different on
Yeah.
the whole album. This is, not another song like this on the
It's
album.
like Spanglish.
Yeah.
Oh, and he says, you pulled out my mushroom tip, and when it came out, it went drip, drip, drip. I didn't know she had that G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This is like an island feel.
Yeah.
But just like a dirty island song.
Yeah, talking about a handy hand jibber. Yeah.
You can't really listen to the lyrics to them. You have to just...
Right.
The
feel
lyrics
it.
are pretty,
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Parts of the bass line are based off the popular slang tang rhythm of dance hall reggae fame, and other parts are based on the Cherry O Baby rhythm.
Jesus Christ.
Just figured I'd sprinkle that in.
I can't do
I like it.
Yeah,
That's, That's
yeah.
a good song. I like that one.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not bad,
So-
especially for the later half.
Yeah. And
Half.
then we move on to
Or-
What I Got.
Reprise.
This pisses me off.
What's the difference? Just
Nothing.
There's a guitar solo at the end.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, this song interpolates this song called "What I Got"
By earlier
Sublime.
in the album.
Yeah,
of Sublime fame.
yeah. There's actually, oh god,
Oh my god.
there's actually a lot of parts in this version I like better than the real version.
Well,
like
which one gets played? This one's the one that gets played more on the radio.
No, the other
No.
one does.
Really?
This,
Yes.
the other one starts with like that hip hop. This
Yeah.
doesn't start with any drums at all.
This isn't a reprise. Reprise means it's like a part two, kind of like revisited. This is just a different version of it. This is almost like a demo version.
I just
Why would
remember,
it be on
I don't
that
know. I
one?
feel like I always remember hearing the solo at the end when I hear it on like 104.1 or whatever.
Like save this for like the deluxe version.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like on the main album, are you just like, yeah, that song we wrote in the beginning was pretty good. Let's just do it a second time and call it a day. Like it makes
Right.
no sense to me.
Let me hear this solo.
It's not
Like it shouldn't make me upset because like it's just the same song. But like, why would you put it on twice? I don't get it.
You get the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not a huge difference.
But I do like. I like a lot of the drums in this song. I like how they come in. There's another part I liked.
It kind of sounds like they just did it in one go instead of like multi-tracking a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So there's no like double vocals. It just sounds like they're all just doing it live.
Yeah. I like the pause before the signature pause before the second verse.
Yeah.
They signed it.
Yeah. And then at the end, the instrumentals drop out and they sing the chorus.
Yeah.
We do that.
We do a nice combo.
Yeah.
It's what I got. Reprise.
The reprise of.
Yeah. It interpolates from what I got reprise.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard this version of it. The other one is the more prominent one.
You've never heard the solo with yet?
No.
Not that version. Anyway.
No. Anyway.
Yeah, we can just fucking
okay. The last one, Doing Time.
Honestly,
cool. Yeah,
probably my favorite song on the album.
This is a cool song.
The only one of the few songs on the Billboard charts, peaking at 87.
Yeah. It's a loose cover of jazz standard "Summertime" by 𝘎𝙧𝙗𝙠.
Yes.
Yes.
The exact sample came from Herbie Mann's version of the song, played at 45 RPM instead of 33.
Oh.
So it's a little bit faster version of
Gotcha.
Summertime.
Herbie Hancock?
Yes. There's also a repeating sample taken from Malcolm McLaren's song Buffalo Gals.
My lord.
So.
Yeah.
That's a cool song.
I like this song though.
This reminds me of like an Ocean's 11 kind of.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Like 70s heist kind of movie soundtrack. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, probably because it uses that.
Yeah.
That
and,
jazzy kind of thing.
Yeah, both Snoop Dogg and The Far Side have done remixes of the song too.
Interesting.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this is a cool song. The place or the placement of it as the last track, it almost felt like it was like added on, almost like a bonus track. Maybe. Like remember the Luke Combs album we did, and they added 6 feet apart, like after the album came out. I almost feel like this song is that.
Okay.
But I couldn't find anything on it.
No. Not to backtrack, but the bass line in Caress Me Down features famous slang tang rhythm from Wayne Smith's 85 song Under Me Slang Tang, and lyrics and melody are primarily from the 80s 12-inch single Caress Me Down by Clemente Irie.
So when we do the shout-outs for this...
who are we shouting to?
Yes.
It's a lot of shouting.
Everyone... we just shout at each other?
Yeah.
So look at the slang. Can we all just... Every one of us talk over each other and naming different ones?
Yeah, we'll each take a different song and just read off the credits for each one at the same time.
Sure, read out the YouTube URL link of every sample.
Oh man.
But
yeah, so there's the album.
That's about it.
Yeah. Again, I was not an expert on it, but I wanted to pick it. Thought it was worthy. But after listening through it, it didn't live up to my expectations based on how big the big songs are.
Yeah.
There was variety, but like when you start playing in reggae and ska, it's hard to like break out of it unless you completely sell out, like No Doubt, you know. So it's just hard to really show off who you are. And as a trio, there, not a lot of musicality there. But I mean, what would you say? They're a very tight, messy band.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a good explanation.
It's fair.
It. Yeah. But yeah, those are my kind of thoughts on the album. The good songs are good.
Yeah.
Yes, it has high highs.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that those highs are overplayed.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
That's the only like what I got, of course, party song, whatever. Santeria, same thing. Their pop song. I would take Doing Time over both of them. And maybe it's only because it's not overplayed as much, and it's more of a, I don't know, musically I just think it's a better song too.
Yeah.
Vocally I think it's a better song. Lyrically I think it's a better song. Probably because I didn't write any of it, but
Thank you.
Oh Lord.
Thank you, 𝘎𝙧𝙗𝙗𝙗. And
yeah,
Herbie
exactly.
Mann and Malcolm McLaren and Snoop Dogg.
It was also their fourth single off the album.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Doing Time was the fourth single.
Too.
Tom, what'd you think of the album?
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would rate it really, really high. I mean, we'll get there, but the singles, I really, really enjoy the singles. There were some of the ska influence songs that I was pleasantly surprised by, but a fair bit of the rest of it was a bit under the radar for me. So
yeah,
but I mean, it sounds like the time it was released.
Yes.
It's very much a staple of the time.
for sure. Yep, agreed.
Yeah.
Cool.
So key tracks, I guess we can jump into if you would prefer.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
Key tracks.
Okay.
It's what I got for me.
Okay.
I love this song.
Sure.
I love playing this song.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly, maybe my love for the song is always the crowd reactions when we play it, and I just love that. It's. I love connecting with audiences through that energy.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a great song. Fun song, good party song. What I got for me.
Doing Time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Doing Time.
Oh yeah, have you done time before?
A
I
few
love
times.
Doing Time.
But I just think it's a really good song. Interesting that it's the last song on the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also a single at that.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was a great song to end the album with. Like, it's just a good, kind of got that summery vibe. Little bit of kind of that hip hop in there because they kind of, they sampled with some of it. I've always loved that song and didn't even realize it was on this album.
Yeah. I'm a little stuck between two, so I think my long-term one is probably Santeria. It just I've heard it before and I've been in love with it since. Something about it's kind of endearing to me. I don't know what it is, if it's just like I've been introduced for it longer and I know all the words by heart, but I've been listening more towards Wrong Way, and that was even before we picked this album too. I think I put it on my 2019 playlist or something like that. But I do enjoy that one. The story behind that one's kind of interesting as well. So, and I like the ska influence on that as well. I'm a big ska guy, if you didn't know. Speaking of which, actually no, never mind. We're doing the least favorites now. Probably Pawn Shop, I guess. I was not a big fan of that. It just got very repetitive, and it was also 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So combined the pretty simple lyricism, kind of slower beat, and the length of the track just did not add up to a good listen for me. So,
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
You can really just take your pick.
Yeah, I was kind of unimpressed with the Ballad of Johnny Butt.
Okay.
Wasn't a good cover.
Yeah, right. But the name was funny. I don't know.
But it had butt in the title.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. It's a little down-tempo for me for a fun... I don't know. It just didn't work for me.
I'm sorry, Joe.
No butt for me.
Okay.
Ooh, no ifs, ands, or buts.
Anyway, moving on.
Under My Voodoo. Almost strictly because of that guitar vocal overlap.
Yeah.
Just because musically that could have been a really cool, like, kind of punk ska song. But I just feel like that, for me, that really ruined it because, like Tom, like you said, you couldn't really make out what he was saying because the guitar was in there and he was playing note for note what was coming out of his mouth. And again, if it was a solo or if he kind of like sang a line, played a line, or did some sort of, just what he did there didn't work for me. So
Too bad.
now we're
Sleepy
on
Dark
to
Horse.
Sleepy Dark Horse.
Yep.
I'm going with Same in the End. And the reason being is, number one, it's not a single.
It's not.
Yet number two, even though I've never listened to this album, I've heard that song before. And it caught my attention. I think vocally that he does really well in that song. Plays right into his strengths, kind of more so than in a lot of the songs.
Yeah.
And it's still kind of that punk, reggae, rock feel that I think they originally were going for, and then songs like What I Got, Santeria kind of push them more towards being that kind of poppier reggae rock. So,
right as the thunder and lightning starts to come in, I actually agree. I enjoy Same in the End. I'm a ska man, and right in the beginning hits you with that. It's pretty enjoyable. It's not something like Seed where it gets very like bouncy and all over the place. It's pretty straightforward with what you get with it, and I enjoyed that quite a bit.
I am going with Jailhouse.
Okay.
Was that the
Whalers cover?
Yeah.
Yep.
So kind of an odd pick for a sleepy dark horse, but I just like what they did with the song. I like the guitar work. I like the drum groove. Drum fills were good. It was a good listen. So Jailhouse is mine. Yeah.
Awesome.
Let's rate it.
I guess we shall.
The moment has come. Let's rate Sublime's self-titled album. I guess I'll start. It was my pick.
Sure.
I don't know. I was very unimpressed with the album overall. I'm gonna go. Fuck.
Yeah, so this one's tough just because it's 17 tracks.
Right.
And also a lot of them are like big name ones, but then there's so many like.
Yeah. I'm going right down the middle. I'm gonna go 5 out of 10. The highs are high, and the rest is just kind of forgettable. I don't know.
I can agree with that.
That's where I'm at.
I got 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that obviously, the big name songs are, as much as they're overplayed, you still love them. There was a little more of the punk than I kind of expected. I didn't realize how much of that kind of ska punk they had in them. So I did appreciate that. But there were just too many throwaways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they had cut this to like 11 tracks.
Yep.
And you had your big singles and you threw songs out like Get Ready and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That so many of the songs just seemed pieced. Well, they were pieced together.
Yeah.
And you could kind of tell that they were pieced together.
That's what it came down to for me, is just the length of it and just a lot of throwaways.
Yeah. Mirror pretty much exactly what you guys said, and I'm going to split you right down the middle, maybe the 5.5. Highs were good. Could have cut out a fair bit of tracks, and then probably would have upped it by a couple points at least. You cut at least like 5-6 tracks, you probably get like a 7 out of 10.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it is what it is. Definitely, still a classic album.
For sure.
Not gonna trounce on that
for the time.
Yeah.
All right, let's rate our sparkling water CBD.
Wait. Before, how's your knee feeling?
Oh yeah.
You want to take a walk real quick? See how it's
it's not. It's the bruise. It's the bruise right here. Yeah, I hit it on something. I think. It's not.
So it's not like a joint thing.
It's not a standard ache and pain. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Ooh, wow.
I thought the flavor was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't over carbonated. I like the taste. I mean, I think it's a better flavor than. I only tried 1 or 2 of the Long Trail ones. I'm not sure how many they have flavor-wise, but they were all berry something, raspberry lime, or some combo. I like the fact that this is just black cherry. It's not some berry mix.
Thing,
they kept everything very simple. I mean, so I'm going more based off flavor and everything else. I mean, we don't have a lot to compare it to CBD wise, I don't think. Personally, I've had the gummies and all that. I mean, I feel pretty chill right now. Like nothing, too crazy. No, I don't feel any major effects from it. But just flavor wise, I think it drinks smooth. It's not super overcarbonated. Okay. I can't really complain.
Sure.
So
I feel kind of bad because I don't like sparkling water or seltzers at all in any sense. So it's kind of hard for me to rate it while still being fair to the drink, because it's not their fault that I don't appreciate that.
Right,
so I'll give it a little bit of leeway, and I'll give it probably like a 5 or so. Just because when I drank it, it wasn't like the taste, if you take away like the carbonation and everything like that, it had a pretty fair flavor. I'm not gonna. It's like you said, nothing too complicated. It was pretty straight down the middle. I just personally don't like the taste of it. But what it came with, I thought that was a pretty interesting combination of, or style of flavor with the CBD in there too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really feel too different or anything.
No.
Because, I mean, to be fair, I only drank like half of it, but...
Yeah, 25 milligrams isn't...
No, it's not really. I mean, I've tried CBD stuff before. It never really did anything crazy for me. But, you know, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, 5 right down the middle.
Cool. I don't know how to rate this either because, you know, what am I rating? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't feel a lot of the CBD right now. I feel chill, but I'm also talking about music and drinks with two friends. You know, how in my own home, like
after eating chili.
Yeah. How much more? You know, what else can make me chill? But, what was I saying? But.
Oh, he's high.
Well, I'm high. I was gonna say, but I also have tried, you know, some other CBD stuff like the gummies and everything, and I haven't really felt much from that either. So I guess just as a drink, this is really good. I like it a lot. I like the flavor. Even now, you know, at bottom of the glass, finishing up the episode, the flavor's still there. It's pretty consistent. It's not like going bad for me. I'm a big fan of black cherry as a flavor too. You know, the seltzers that are, you know, the craze right now. I like a lot of them too. And this makes me want to try a lot of their other flavors.
Yeah.
I like what they have a ton, and I like what they did with this as a drink. The look of it's pretty cool too. That like whitish color. So I'm giving this a 7. That's where I'm at. I like it. I'll definitely want to try it again. And if, you know, these CBD drinks are coming out, so if you're getting into that or you're already in it, definitely check these out from Connecticut Valley.
Maybe we can do like a
little taste test.
Taste test instead of doing just one like we did today, just so we can rate them more based off.
This was like our gateway.
Yeah.
This is our, you know. We'll get into the others. Yeah, that sounds good. Cool.
All right. Give them the shouts.
Shout outs. So we have Sublime as the album.
Sublime.
Yep.
They got that. They secured it.
And like we mentioned earlier, Mike and I are actually going to go see them in New Haven in September.
Oh, cool.
Sublime with Rome.
Sublime with Rome. Yes. Excuse me. Sublime with Rome. So that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. Seeing, you know, they're probably going to play all the big songs live.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah. And then we have
it's at Valley Sparkling.
Yes, they have their own branding for their sparkling water, CBD.
𝘾𝙗𝙚𝙧𝙧𝙮.
Okay. And then if you want to check out the
actual brewery themselves.
The brewery, they are CT Valley Brewing. We have done them before in an early episode.
Yes.
Cool.
Go get those.
All right. So next episode 45.
Yes.
We have something fun planned for you.
It's the torture episode.
So for an album, we wanted to pick an album that is like notoriously like made fun of.
Yeah, it's synonymous for being bad.
Yeah, and so we went with Nickelback's "All the Right Reasons."
What better band to pair with?
Yeah, which is really too bad because they're actually pretty talented as a band, but the music they put out is just
not good.
Yeah. So we're doing that, and I can't wait for us to just rip that apart.
Oh, God.
And to pair with that, what are we doing?
I am going to go to either package store, Stop and Shop somewhere, and I am going to make a mix 6 of just notoriously bad beers. Maybe a little Rolling Rock, maybe some PBR,
some Natty Ice.
Natty Ice. You know, we're going to see. It's going to be a game time decision when I get there, and it'll be a surprise when we start listening to Nickelback.
I can't wait.
I can wait.
So we have that to look forward to.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a funny episode.
Mm-hmm.
So until then, we have been the Hops and Bops Podcast. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook, Hops and Bops Podcast. Streaming on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. For Mike and Tom, I'm Joe. We'll see you then.
Peace.